Hi, I'm Alexis Herman, and you're watching The Book Look.
Welcome, book lookers, as we open the page on another episode of The Book Look, the online review show that discusses the latest in books and literary news. I'm your host, Alexandra Morton. This week's Book Look Book of the Week is Wench, and it is the debut novel from talented writer Dolen Perkins-Valdez. Based in the 19th century at an elite Ohio resort, Wench chronicles the fictional lives of 4 enslaved women who meet after being brought to the summer resort as their masters' mistresses. There, the women develop a friendship while being introduced to new concepts like abolition and freedom, sparking their own desires to be free. Original and suspenseful, Wench explores a troubling and complex psychological relationship between master and slave while the women grapple with a dangerous and all-important decision. Will they stay? Or will they risk their lives, leave their families behind, and run toward freedom? Wow. Big decision. Fascinating book, compelling theme. Speaking of compelling, this brings us to our literary mashup segment, where today we have a special treat for all of you book lookers out there.
I'm Dolen Perkins-Valdez.
And I'm Ernesta T. Carter.
I'm the author of Wench.
And I'm the author of 32 Candles. But let me tell you about Wench, which is an amazing piece of historical fiction, a serious page-turner. When's the last time you could say you read a piece of historical fiction that also kept you up at night? You definitely want to read Wench.
And Ernesta's book is 32 Candles. It is a modern romantic comedy. If you were a fan of 16 Candles back in the 80s, you will love 32 Candles. It is just an amazing book. I couldn't put it down. I read it in a day. It follows this young woman who is teased in high school and moves out to LA and remakes herself as a sexy lounge singer. 32 Candles.
But also read Wench, which will keep you on the edge of your seat wondering, how is this all going to turn out? Wench by Dolen Perkins-Valdez.
And 32 Candles by Ernesta Carter.
And you are watching
The Book Look.
Let's move to some industry news and announcements. Well, book lookers, that does it for this edition of The Book Look. Hey producer, cue that Zion Birdsong track to take us out. Until the next chapter, this is your host, Alexandra Morton, closing the page on The Book Look.
Those nights in the club are no longer enough. I think I need one who knows what I'm thinking of. Someone who's not focused on my ends. Someone who can thrill me when the dialogue begins. I say, who is that? That's what I ask me when I see how good you look. Who is that? I wanna fill your story like the pages of a book. See, some may believe that they have to deceive or play games.